What's good, y'all? We out here again. This looks like this shit about to get it. Let's go. Wait. Stay. Did y'all just see that? Full stride. Stop them mid-stride. This is what we after. So don't tell me that these dogs are one-trick ponies. They can't be taught to control that drive. Let's get it. Wait. Leave it. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Good boy. Work. Yes. Yes. That's good. Wait. Leave it. Sit. Sit. Good. See that? A little bit of patience. But the dog will do what you wanted to do. Let's go. Hush. Hush. Watch. Work. Hush. Good. That's it. Sit. Good. Yes. 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 Sit. Sit. Good. Down. 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 Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Atta boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Yes. Yes. Yes, good boy. Now, it's a little warm out today, so we're not going to really work. Leave it. And heel. Heel. Boom. Heel. Leave it. Heel. Heel. Good. Good boy. Adam. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Stay up. Good boy. Down. 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 Good. Yes. Good boy. Heel. Good. Come. Leave it. Sit. Heel. Sit. Good. Come. Leave it. Down. Down. Good. Leave it. Leave it. Down. 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 Stay. Down. Down. All the way. Down. 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 Good. Stay. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Stay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey. That's some real shit right there. That's some real shit right there. That's the difference between a fucking 70-pound dog and a 40-pound dog, right? And that reminds me, I got something very special for y'all coming up, man. I got something real special for y'all coming up. All right, leave it. Good. Sit. Yes. Down. Down. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Atta boy, yes. So as y'all may or may not know, we got a couple of things going on. We got a female in heat, right? And we have he's not really eating because she's in heat. So what I'm trying to do at this point is just let him sort of get his exercise in, let him kind of work out his excess energy. And also incorporate some obedience in the process. Because obviously when the female is in heat, the dog is a lot more driven and intense. He's focused on something completely different, right? So what we want to do is get him in the habit of breaking those high drive situations, right? Whether it's prey drive or whether it's a drive to reproduce, and understand that everything, every living organism in creation has 4 major drives, right? That's the instinct to eat and fill the system, to provide energy for the system. Two, that's the instinct to rest, to be at rest so that the system can recuperate. Three is the instinct to reproduce, and that is the instinct to further the species and further propagate one's lineage, right? And then fourthly, we have that drive to protect, or that what we call fight or flight, right? And just a sidebar, man takes those four instincts and he elevates them to the level of vices, right? So that the instinct to eat and replenish the system becomes gluttony. The instinct to sleep and revive the system becomes laziness and excessive sleep. And the instinct to mate or reproduce oneself becomes blind sexual lust, right? And then the instinct to preserve one's safety, right? Self-preservation, that it becomes aggression, right, in man. And so these are the four drives that we pay attention to in our dogs. It is also the four drives that we try to modify somewhat in a dog, because they are so drastically different than that in a human being. So that's a little bit what we do today. We firmly believe that every dog has this capacity, can be taught to stop, drop, and then continue, as well as in the breeding process, you can literally instruct the dog to mount and instruct the dog to demount. These are the types of things that I work on anyway. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another page in the Imperial Diaries. Y'all stay tuned for a little more flirt. I'm going to shut my mouth. Leave it. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Leave it. Leave it. Sit. Sit. Bull, sit. 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 So this is how we communicate. He talks to me and says, motherfucker, I want to run the thing. And I say, no, nigga, sit, right? So he'll say, motherfucker, I want to run. And I'll say, no, sit. And then we'll go back and forth with that until he understands that he don't get what he wants till I get what I want, right? Good boy. Let's go. Attaboy. Attaboy. Yes. 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 Attaboy. Yeah. Woo. Break that. I'm gonna break them ankles on you. Let's go. I'm gonna break them ankles on you. Let's go. Yes. Ugh. Ugh. That's attaboy. Leave it. Leave it. Sit. Good. Let's go. Wait. Leave it. So what I just did right there, to lure him into the sit position as opposed to us going back and forth through it, I just held the lure directly above his head, the same way you would with a treat, and told him to sit, right? And he knows the leave it command already. So this is something that we help to, instead of us going back and forth, sit, him barking, sit, him barking, right? We just lure him into the position. We just lure him into the position that we want him in, right? Now, we haven't asked anything of him. He's asked something of us, right? You just heard him. He said, come on, motherfucker, can we rock? You see him looking. You see his focus. He wants to rock. He wants to work, right? So he said, stop talking to the YouTube people and let's work. Good. Attaboy. Yeah. Woo. This boy's on fire. Woo. Leave it. Sit. Sit. Good. Down. 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 Another important thing about obedience training is a lot of times situational circumstances mean a lot to the dog's understanding of the command. So it could be something as simple as you usually stand in front of the dog when you tell it to down, which is usually my case. So having a dog in a relatively, loose heel position and then telling the dog down, he's not really used to downing from this position. So this is something that maybe we want to work on today, right? Good boy. Down. Down. Good boy. As you see, he tends to turn his body towards me on the down. And that is simply because that's how we're used to working, right? Stay. These little nuances will help you to understand what your dog is doing, why your dog is doing it. It helps you to understand yourself as a trainer, as a handler, and why the dog may or may not be picking up as quickly as you would like it to. When you keep these little things in mind, it helps you to maintain your patience, especially with the dog when you're saying, oh man, I know he knows this command. I've told him this a million times. Why isn't he doing it? This is why I record these videos, honestly, so I can record myself handling the dog, record the dog's reaction to my handling skills or to my handling efforts, right? And pinpoint where I may or may not be going, where I may be going wrong, where I may or may not be communicating effectively what I want to the dog. Now, this will help him to get a little rest. Now, you see, the minute I readjusted my grip on this thing, he immediately turned his attention to the T's. Why? Because he understands body language. He understands that this thing may be about to move. All right, let's go. Tried to sneak that one by him. That didn't work too tough. All right, leave it. All right, let's go. We just gonna let you work for a little while because you done did the damn thing for us with the obedience. I thank you very much, sir. We don't want to spoil the work too much with the obedience stuff, so we let him work, right? Tapping that body now. See how he doesn't even all right, leave it. Good. Keep that boy moving. Keep him moving. Attaboy. Good boy. Now the next one that he really catches and snatches, we're gonna let him run away with that. Let him kind of get his rest in. But that's the next one. We only got a couple of minutes here anyway, so leave it. Leave it. Let's go. Drop it. Drop it. That's when we know he getting tired. He don't want to let go. Leave it. Eh. Good. Leave it. Leave it. Let's go. Good boy. Atta boy. Good boy.